Oh, so I'm live now. Surprise! Surprise! Live stream. I've never done one before. And so I thought it would be better to do one when nobody is watching so that I don't have any pressure to do things well. That way, if I screw up, there's nobody here to make fun of me. So here we are. This week, I wanted to do just a quick live stream to update everybody on what life is looking like right now as I near the end of finishing The Founding Lie, the second book in the Eververse Chronicles. And as you can see, this is my dungeon. This is where I work. This is also where my family watches movies and does all of the family-ish things. And yeah, it's a little bit of a disaster. It's down in the basement, which is why I call it the dungeon. And I'm all by myself down here, usually. Except when I record most of the time, everybody is gone. People are at school and at work, and here I am by myself, and I can record in quiet and silence. But no, you'll hear people running around upstairs. The smushy-faced dog will probably be running around in the background. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But moving on. So, life update. As you can see, I have a new accessory to have on my face. These beautiful glasses. I have been getting just a bit fuzzy for a little while now. I actually ended up with a retinal tear, which is probably sounds scarier than mine was, but I did need to have laser surgery on my eye and to heal that. And now I have these bad boys. So I have a new little accoutrement for my face. Also, to top all of that stuff off, we are getting ready to move to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And so life has been a little bit hectic, and it's been harder to stay on top of my schedule for recording blogs and finishing my book, which means everything is kind of squished into a shorter timeline than what it would be if our schedules were, the same as always. So where things are at right now, that's the interesting question, isn't it? I am finished writing The Founding Lie. I am finished with all of the major edits and most of the copy and line editing. And I am now in the process of formatting the book. I actually use a program called InDesign for formatting, which I prefer because it has quite a few options for how I want to lay things out, really some kind of individual little details that you can use that you can't do in a program like Word. Also, while Kindle has a kind of a great app for formatting your ebook that's just really simple and easy to use, it also doesn't give you a lot of options for the kind of fonts that, you might want to use. And I actually have the advantage or disadvantage, I guess. Let's say it's an advantage. So here is my very first, it's my proof copy, my original copy of The Laws of Founding. Bing, there it is. But I formatted also this book myself. And so there are little formatting goodies that are in here, like certain fonts for the title chapter or the chapter title, chapter number. As you can tell, my brain's not working properly. So I'm using InDesign because it just gives me more options so that I can kind of make everything look the way I want. And I've got some fun little, I don't know how well it can be seen. Some of my little symbols here that I use to indicate that there's a break in the chapter. The different, I have a font here that I use that is not a standard font because it matches the font of the title. So just those kind of little things that lets me justify and kind of control how the pages are justified, and just lots more options for making it look really kind of professional. So, but the problem is each chapter has to be formatted one at a time in its own separate file and then combined later on, including the front matter and table of contents and all that. Then it has to be combined later on into a PDF. So it's kind of a long, drawn out process. But it does let me go chapter by chapter and make sure that everything's perfect. And now that is my next job, where I have to go through each individual chapter, make sure that, everything is justified properly, that there's no widows and orphans, just in case you didn't know. Widows and orphans are the little few dangling words that can end up on a next page all by itself. Like, you know, you're reading a really serious sentence, and all of a sudden you're like, what happens? And you go to the next page and there's 3 words on it, and then an entirely blank page after that. And it doesn't look too hot. So yeah, so looking for widows and orphans, making sure that, you know, my first paragraphs all are not indented, and I have a drop caps on the beginning, which is that bigger capital letter to start the paragraph off. And then all of the rest of the paragraphs are indented properly, blah, 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 blah. So that whole thing, it's really, I understand why people get paid money to format things, because it is a long, arduous process that I'm in the middle of right now. Yeah, so I'm trying to do that. Also, I'm working on a really piece of, I speak well, you know, that's why I'm a writer and not a public speaker. I'm working on a really cool piece of content for you guys based on the last video. So the last video that I did was kind of centered around this idea of, you know, strong female characters versus strong feminine characters. And in the awesome discussion that we had, which was really fantastic, I was able to kind of break down the idea a little bit more with some of the viewers and open up some new kind of thought processes. And so I decided to do a character study on that exact topic, strong female characters, with a little bit more of a focus on characters who swing toward the feminine side and characters who swing toward the masculine side of traits. So that I'm working on that. I think that's going to be really super cool. I have everything written out. I'm working on putting the clips together. So it's going to be a little bit more of a, I guess, a video essay probably than just a straight vlog like you usually see on my channel. So working on that. Also, trying to get all the marketing stuff ready. I'm going to be pitching my ARC reviews soon and pitching to reviewers and bloggers and booktubers and things like that to try to see if I can get anybody interested in doing an early copy read of my book for review. Fingers crossed on that one, guys. Please keep your fingers crossed for me, because I'm really hoping I'm doing as much of the marketing this time as I can and trying to do things right and have everything prepared. And oh, you see Sissy? There's the smushy. Smushy. Sissy. Look, her tail is down. Smushy face. She's so cute. Come here. Oh, the squishy. Squishy. Wait. She's not good at being like held onto. She likes to have her feet on the ground. There she is. Oh, come this way. There. There. Oh, you sneezed in my face. She's awkward. We make a good match because I'm awkward and so is she. Ooh, gross. You gross. Ah. Snuffly face. Pooches. She's going to get white hairs all over my black sweater. Do you want to get down? Do you want to get down? Hmm? She's the cutest. Do you want to get down? Oh. She can't be held. Look at her. She's squishy. Is the tail wagging? Is it wagging? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, that's enough of you. Oh. Yep, covered in hairs. See them all? It's gross. Oh, I don't know why I wear black things. Moving on. Yeah, working on all the marketing stuff and trying to get used to these glasses. So this is my first day with them, and they don't warn you in advance. I didn't know this. Excuse my squeaky chair. Oh, she scratched me all up. They don't warn you in advance that the glasses are going to be kind of weird and take a while to get used to, and you're kind of dizzy and your depth perception is just a little bit wonky. Everything seems like it's coming toward you, even though it's really sharp. Ugh. So, yeah, getting all used to that stuff. So it's just kind of been a week, guys. It's kind of been a week. I don't know what to do with myself. Feeling the overwhelm. So, and then my kiddo was sick last night. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you all my life stuff, like you care. So anyway, yeah, overwhelmed, lots of stuff going on, finishing up the book, and really just trying to keep my head in the game. I'm gonna be launching in August, so that is, weighing on me a little bit too. I have marketing stuff to finish up. Going to be launching my Patreon soon, which is super exciting. Trying to make sure that I have lots of great content for that. So yeah, lots of stuff. So more than anything, this is just the kind of, oh geez, Sissy, look what she did. This is just kind of a life update, because we spend so much time, sharing our cool stuff and teaching things and insights into books and doing book reviews and all that kind of stuff, that I think we lose sight a little bit sometimes of the fact that all of these authors that we love live real lives. And having a content schedule and all of that kind of stuff is awesome, but it's hard to keep up, man. It's hard work, and sometimes the overwhelm is real. So, yep, yeah, that's about it. Lots going on. Keep an eye open. I'm going to be releasing the video essay next week. Going to try to have some more stuff up for you guys pretty soon, especially looking at editing, because that has been the focus of my life for the past couple months, and particularly things like filler words and filter words as well. The kind of things that you want to keep an eye out for as you're editing your book, problems with perspective and all that good stuff. So if you have any suggestions or anything you really want to hear about or explore with me a little bit, let me know in the comments. And I will also be finishing my reviews for the All Souls trilogy, which was Deborah Harkness's trilogy that was comprised of A Discovery of Witches, The Book of Night, and The Book of Life. The School of Night. School of Night, The Book of Life. Look at me, I've forgotten already. I'm worthless. Anyway, we'll be finishing that because I finished all 3 books. So I have lots and lots of thoughts about them. Good stuff and some stuff that I was kind of like, So yeah. Anyway, that's about all for now. And, make sure you let me know if you have anything you want to hear about, any kind of cool editing stuff that I've been working through, or, any other writing conventions, writing dialogue, building characters, all that stuff. We can talk about anything, guys. We can talk about anything. Yeah, so that's it today. Let me know, and I will hopefully see you guys soon.